Give it 10 seconds. Hello and welcome to Real United Talk. Obviously, we've just beaten Everton 3-1 away. Joining me tonight, we've got
Yeah,
Pankaj. How you doing today, Pankaj?
I'm good. Fantastic, man. Yeah.
Good. Obviously, we won the game. 2 goals. Well, depending on who you believe, maybe 2 goals for Bruno, and obviously a goal for your best friend Cavani, which I've
Yeah.
got to admit even brought a bit of a smile to myself. I mean, before we obviously jump into it, did you feel at any point that if we'd lost this game, maybe Ollie would have been sacked?
Yeah. I definitely you would have because the international break was after this. It was the international break after the this Premier League week. So yeah, I think we would have because I think United had plenty of time to look at what manager they would get in that international break. So I
Mhm.
think that would be the perfect time to sack Ollie for the board, right? So yeah, I think he would have been sacked. He would have been sacked because whenever Oli is on thin thread, he manages to come out of it.
Yeah.
It's
We I think we
it,
have a history of managers doing that because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jose Mourinho was more or less the same. Van Gaal is always like, oh, one game away.
yeah,
Apparently there was the one game again for Jose where it was
Liverpool.
literally like he was about to get sacked at half time or
Yeah,
some shit. Newcastle, I
yeah,
think it was. So
yeah,
obviously we've come away from the thing. We're obviously now up to 13th, so let's not obviously get carried away. But I mean, I think that's an absolutely fantastic victory to go away to Everton, which is always a hard place to go, and obviously
yeah.
win the game. I really enjoyed that. I mean, when that first goal went in, I thought I was almost a little worried because I was thinking, oh, it's so typical United. It's
Oli is
Istanbul
gone.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know because I don't think that Ollie would have been gone if he'd lost. That's my. I mean, I know obviously some fans would think that, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong if you do want that or you're right anymore because I think it's a very big grey area. But I think I just don't see Woodward sacking him anytime soon. I think he's got to almost lose like 5 out of 5 to be sacked. Let's have a look here at some of the comments before we obviously get into it. So we've got a few people in the chat. We've got Camus, we've got George Cow, Colin, Coleman, a Bellend, Chris Montague. We've got Matt Marcus, who is obviously skiving today. And that's pretty much it for now. We've only got a couple of people on. So, who would you say at the minute, basing on what you've literally just seen, who would you think would be the man of the match first and foremost?
This is a surprising one, which I'm gonna say. Maguire.
Maguire.
Uh,
That's not a surprising
yeah.
one coming from you at all. You love Maguire. We all know
Mm.
you love
No,
Maguire.
because no, it's not. It's not because I love him, but today I would have given it to Fernandes. But the way Maguire, I mean, look at Everton. They usually score goals from set pieces, and he was winning
Yeah.
everything in the air, and that was crucial for us. So without that, if Maguire wasn't playing in that game, you never know. They could have, put in one or two
No,
from set pieces. So
and
that's why.
let's be honest, Maguire should have had a penalty. The whole Pickford
Yeah, yeah,
thing, when I mean, the video assist referee who reviewed that is the same
mm-hmm.
man that didn't do anything about Pickford tackling
Yeah,
Van Dijk. So maybe I don't know.
mm,
I just found that very weird. I think Maguire had a solid game. I think
mm,
even like I said, I was worried when we went 1-0 down because I thought we've been playing up well up to this point, but obviously things happen.
mm,
Um, but I think all of that back line, even Luke Shaw, and obviously
mm,
anyone who watches the channel knows that I don't like Luke
yeah,
Shaw. But I mean,
yeah,
that's 2 assists in 2 games,
mm-hmm.
and I
That's
think
good.
go on.
Yeah, I mean, looks like he can put in crosses. I mean, it's just that I think we kind of are wasteful in the way we are transition and passes, and we don't make We are not good at making short passes usually, but today I think in the first half we made a lot of good short passes. It wasn't consistent, even though in this game it was still not consistent. In the second half we died down a bit, and they put pressure on us. But I think when you have something to hold on, right? When you have something to hold on, I think we did well.
Yeah, yeah, I fully agree. I mean, my man of match is obviously going to be. I'm obviously going to go off Bruno because I think you can't score two. Oh, has he gone? Probably back in a second. You can't score 2 goals and not get man of the match. But if I was picking somebody who was close runner up, I'd say Fred. I think Fred had a fantastic game today. And it's the same.
Yeah, I mean,
I've said it a few times. Fred, I find him very infuriating, but I think today he was absolutely class. I thought he played the
yeah.
ball out well. Didn't get caught in possession a lot, and I really, really, really liked what he had to offer today.
I think we need to play to Fred's strength as well. I mean, his strength is to release the ball quickly.
Yeah,
When he gets the ball in tight spaces. So I think we need to play to his strength sometimes. I mean, you can't, in what he is not good at, you can't just, he's a limited sort of player, but you need
mm.
to play him to his strength. Like look at Lukaku, he's a limited sort of player. I mean, but if you play to his strengths, he plays really well. So
Yeah.
just certain players, right?
And obviously, I think because of the role that Fred plays, he plays as centre defensive midfielder, and predominantly you expect your centre defensive midfielders to be quite, heavy in the tackle, almost quite a boisterous, person, big, strong unit who either gets pushed off the ball, like the likes of Kante, Matic, and stuff like that. And Fred just brings a different dimension to that because he's not that sort of player, but it's like you said, he's somebody that's going to release the ball quickly. And I think that really helped us there. There were many a times when we obviously played through, he was the one doing the ball. I mean, Rashford missed. The chance that Rashford missed was actually coming from Fred getting the ball again, 1-2 touches straight over the top. I mean, getting on to Rashford, I don't want to seem like I'm having a go at the guy because, like I said, I absolutely love him, but I think he was absolutely awful today. Awful.
Rashford.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was still good in transitions, but yeah, he was not. I mean, he had an off game. I think both Marcel and Rashford were not really good
Well,
in the other game. But
I'd say it was the opposite to what we had against Istanbul because against Istanbul you had Martial getting on the ball a lot and messing stuff up, and Rashford doing nothing. Whereas this game,
hmm,
I think you had Rashford getting on the ball a lot and messing up, and Martial having nothing, having all the end of the ball. So, and that's why I don't really like the playing two up top because I don't see either of them as a striker. But it's almost like every single attack that we had was coming from that left hand side because Martial was staying at the top, and obviously Rashford kept dropping onto the left wing. So it's almost like you're not playing at two strikers.
hmm,
I mean, I did feel sorry for Martial in that sense because he was literally starved of anything. But obviously, we can't complain too much because we obviously got the win. Getting on to it then, so because I suppose I almost have to eat humble pie if he carries on doing this. Cavani, what did you think of the finish?
he's a number. That's what you expect from a number nine. That's a number nine for you. Get in the world, finish in a cool, calm. That's a proper number nine. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I,
Good
I,
finish.
I actually really enjoyed it because I was coming to a point where I was like, is he ever going to get this goal? But then I was almost because I'm thinking to myself when Bruno's coming through,
Yeah,
I'm thinking, do I want Bruno to get a hat trick? Or do I
I
want
wanted
him to
Cavani.
slide
I
in
wanted
Cavani?
Cavani.
I was the same. I wanted Cavani to get a goal, even though I've said I don't think he's good enough yet. But I mean, like I said, if he proves me wrong, I'll happily say I got this one wrong. But if he carries on doing that, no one's ever
Yeah,
gonna see. Why is
yeah, yeah.
oh
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Bruno. What do you see about Bruno? What I love about Bruno, he gave up his hat trick. He gave up his hat trick for that Cavani goal. So that's what a leader does, on the pitch. So
I
I'm
mean Bruno
I'm happy.
Bruno he played really well today. Well, obviously he got the 2 goals, but I mean that first goal, that header was absolutely fantastic, and the ball from Luke Shaw to come in was brilliant as well. But what I did notice with Bruno as well is it was very hit and miss. I think if he hadn't scored the 2 goals today, we'd be all be saying how bad he played because he was just smashing the ball around for fun, and half the passes he were trying weren't coming off, and half the shots he were trying weren't coming off. So I think he's kind of lucky in the sense that he got the 2 goals. I mean, did you see? Did you? we seen it on in English television. I don't know whether you watch the same thing as us. We just watch it on something called BT, and
Oh,
they
you're
pretty
talking about
much
Bruno.
yeah, and they like pretty much zoomed in and like showed that obviously Rashford didn't get a touch, didn't
Yeah,
get a touch for the
yeah,
second.
yeah. I was thinking maybe Rashford. I thought it was the. I think it was. I thought Rashford might have get a flick on it, but then when I watched the replay
Yeah,
back, it no, he didn't get any touch. It was like a. It was a cross from Bruno, but it didn't. He missed it, but it ended up net. So yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, it's. But I think it was a bit. That goal was a bit. Maybe a bit lucky. I don't know because I
yeah.
think.
It was pretty much
Yeah.
scoring from a cross, aren't you? I mean, if
Yeah.
they all go in, and obviously, I was almost worried when we got to like the 70th minute, and we obviously started getting the Rashford chance and other little niggling chances, but we're not putting them away.
Mhm.
I was thinking it'd be so typical of United at this point to go ahead and fuck this up, but obviously we didn't. So obviously you've obviously said you man of match was Maguire. And I same again. I think none of that back four played particularly bad. I think Luke Shaw played well. I think Wan-Bissaka did well. I think Lindelof did well. Besides him nearly obviously messing up for one of the passes. I just need to say this before I forget. If anyone could please just drop a like on this. We are 2 away from getting 100 subs. So if you could please share it with your mum and your dad, your granny, your wife, your bit on the side, your spouse, whoever. Let them have it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether Mark is actually going to be doing the report card, but if not, Skype him anyway or message him on the
Yeah.
report card 20. I'm obviously not going to be doing this show for a lot longer because, like I said, I was not meant to be doing this, and I've got bad toothache. So I am going to wrap it up there. I do apologise for it being a short one, but like I said, I've
No.
got
No. No.
bad toothache.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you as always for coming on, Pankaj.
Thank you. Yeah.
No worries, dude. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.
Yeah.